perception of the Tesla brand has diminished. It's also important to put facts in context without people dramatizing the facts to fit the reality that they want to happen. Hello gorgeous people, how are you doing today? My name is Georges and welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about a story which I feel like I've seen all over my timeline on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, on Threads, the story of Tesla and Elon Musk.
I think it's turned into what I'll call a brand crisis.
So is the concern for you that the longer he remains at Doge, the more controversial Tesla as a brand is going to be, or is it a focus thing?
I think Tesla's become a political symbol. And that's a bad thing for any brand. Tesla investors need to know that Musk is running this company.
It seems like every news story you see online and even on CBS and Bloomberg seems to be somehow suggesting that Tesla is taking a huge dive, which is not untrue. The reality is Elon's brand has taken some hits because of his heavy political involvement, some Nazi tendencies. Let's take a deep dive into the Tesla stock itself. The numbers that are being talked about is the Tesla stock has had a 40% drop from year to date. Fact. What's also being talked about is that for the past 8 to 9 weeks, Tesla has been taking losses. Also true. The reason why it's important to put that in context, and maybe I should also give a disclaimer here, I don't fuck with Elon and Tesla at all. With that said though, it's also important to put facts in context without people dramatizing the facts to fit the reality that they want to happen. The context here is that the Tesla stock had a huge rally at the end of the presidential election and through Trump's inauguration because it was part of the Trump trade. Part of what people call the Trump trade is people adjusting their portfolios to match who they thought would benefit most from a Trump administration, what stocks or what assets they thought would benefit most from the Trump administration. And because Elon Musk was so closely tied to Donald Trump, it was assumed that he would benefit, his businesses in general would benefit a lot from a Trump administration. The Tesla stock saw a huge rally through the 2024 election and through Trump inauguration. Now, the downfall that we're seeing right now, the losses that we're seeing in the Tesla stock right now, in my opinion, is nothing more than that little bubble bursting. Because the reality is right now, where the Tesla stock is pretty much at the same stock price that the Tesla stock was prior to this rally, prior to the 2024 presidential election. And so what we're really seeing here is a reevaluation of the Tesla stock to perhaps its actual value. With that being said though, if this trend continues for the next 2 to 3 months, it would be fair to say that he might then really be taking a hit. It's also a fact, we also have to acknowledge the reality that the sales of Tesla cars have diminished and perception of the Tesla brand has diminished. Because the reality is Elon doesn't seem to take into consideration is the majority of upper middle class families in America are liberals. And I know that might shock you. They might not be complete liberals, but at least are left-leaning moderates. It's not worth the drama getting a Tesla right now. And there are so many manufacturers of electric cars. BYD has been improving its technology at a rate that is considerable, especially because the person running Tesla himself is too worried cutting jobs from well-meaning Americans that he can't take care of his own company. All of that said, the reality of the things is the downfall of Tesla is not real as of now. One last point I want to talk about is seeing Elon bitching and almost crying about this shit seemed way too much for me, especially for someone who takes pride in talking about how much he sees empathy as a weakness. If you really are someone who believes all in the mechanics of capitalism, shut the fuck up and suck it. Nobody gives a shit, especially you are still one of the richest man on earth. In 2025 right now, his net worth is about $305 billion. Bitch, give me $100,000. Why the fuck are you bitching?